following is a non-profit fan-based game. Okay everybody, how you guys been doing? It's Boys in here and welcome to Pokemon Uranium. Now this commentary is going to be a bit more chill back. I'm going to try to be a bit more quiet here because there's people around me. Or do we say there's actually my mother watching the TV and I'm living in Garçonniera, so let's just say that stuff are a little bit awkward. But it is what it is and I gotta get used to it. But you know, it's my very first time here just commentating in front of people, so you know, basically it gets like you know yeah, but anyways, let's go with new game. I'm gonna explain the rules as we go. I also need to explain some of the things that recently happened. It was like a curse month, but just gonna go right into the new game and let's just, you know, do our thing. So we got the regular mode, which is normal. When your Pokemon die, they can be revived at the Pokemon Center. Oops, did I actually say die? They actually do not die. They kind of, you know, just got beaten up and fainted. You know, it's kind of brutal in the Pokemon world. Then we got Nuzlocke mode, which of course means, well, we're gonna let the game explain what Nuzlocke is all about. So Nuzlocke challenge adds a lot of difficulty to the game. Fainted Pokemon are considered dead, and you are able to catch only one Pokemon per route. I always pronounce that route for some reason. Some optional rule can be toggled in your option menu in game. Are you sure you want to play this mode? I actually do appreciate the creators of this game to include this mode because it makes it easier for us to not go against the rules and makes it easier for you guys to follow the rules as we go. So of course I'm gonna say yes to this and let's just go dive into it. So who is it? Well, hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is... I'm not even gonna pronounce that. But if you find that hard to pronounce, you can just call me Pokemon Professor. I actually found that overly extended, to be honest. Like, can you make your name even longer? You're the kid that applied for a job, right? I didn't know a Pokemon trainer is a job, but hey, you know, how much do I get paid per month? That's my question. I don't think I need an info. I already know what the game is all about. But I surely do not know about this Pokemon. We humans share this world and creatures known as Pokemon. More than mere animals, Pokemon possess astonishing powers and remarkable intelligence. People and Pokemon coexist in many ways. Some Pokemon are kept as pets, others helped us with work, and still others are used to battle by trainers such as yourself. Well, that's you know, they don't really go into the whole subject of, you know, we take their freedom and then we basically enslave them, not us, to do our bidding, basically, you know, to beat Pokemon up till they faint. So in a way, it's kind of a bit, you know, you're a trainer to be more of a bully towards the others, and you kind of take their money away. So it's a pretty serious business, you know. But there's so much we still don't know about Pokemon. There sure is. That's my job. I study Pokemon for a living. Specifically, I'm an expert on Pokemon elements. Every Pokemon has an element type, and each type has its own strength and weaknesses. But we all know that. So, why do they exist? Are they new types that haven't been discovered yet? Which is the one thing I do not know about this game. You have to know that I am not familiar with this game at all. I know it's been made in August, at the beginning of August. Many people have recommended me to play this, and I can appreciate it. I can definitely see where the creators are going. This game has been made by RPG Maker, because I actually made a couple of RPG games, and I can definitely recognize the format, especially with the save states and so forth, the font of it. Who are you? So we got this kid here. I'm not too sure what kind of age I'm at, but you know, it's Japan, so you can be either 5 or freaking 50, and this kid's sprite would still be like this. So generally I would assume this is a male. Of course, looks pretty male to me. This I would assume, well, we got a female here as well, so I would assume this is like a genderless human. I would assume this is genderless human, or maybe a potential trans, who knows. But you know, I'm definitely still gonna play with male, because last time I checked my genitalia, I can recognize a male genitalia. So yeah, let's go with male. I like to talk about genitalia in front of my mother. Luckily she does know English. I like to know your name, please tell me. Right, sure. I'm gonna tell you right away. Actually, no. My name is not Zina. My name is Alish. So let's go with that. It's spelled with sh, but there is actually no sh in the actual typings. There is no letter sh, which really sucks. So I have to use s, or do you call that s? But yeah, it is what it is. So your name is Alish. That is correct, good sir. Alish, are you ready? Your journey, your story is about to unfold. The future is blank slate. You together with your Pokemon are going to feel it. There will be challenges and thrills, and you're bound to exciting discoveries. Let's go. Right. 10 years ago, Alice's family lived in the largest city in Tandor. I guess there's going to be a lot of story in this episode, which I do apologize. It's 5 minutes in. I don't think we're going to cover much, because I'm going to try to make this 15 minutes each. And you have to understand, as we go, I may as well just talk about the things that happened recently. First of all, I don't got my internet, so luckily I got the programs to record my things, but many things have fallen. And let me start with the first. First of all, my laptop died on me. I'm not gonna go into specific of what happened. Let's just say that the laptop doesn't work. So I could go and repair it, but the problem is that would probably cost me like half of the value of the laptop, and it isn't worth it after that. So it is what it is. It was alive for about over a year, so for the money I spent and used, I can say that it was still worth the spend. It was originally meant to be used in Spain when my sister was going there, but what happened now. We just gotta move on. Unfortunately, the internet problems I have on this current PC regarding this new place here is that it doesn't really recognize network adapter. It doesn't have a network adapter, so he cannot recognize the connection, which influenced my motherboard. There was lightning involved, and there was something about my motherboard shutting itself down to a degree, not really dying on me, but it was smart enough to close down the most important factors to protect itself. The problem with that is that network right now. I cannot get myself in the internet without a wireless connection. So I do have the adapter, like a wireless USB port. I mean the USB device. It's just that I have to fix some things to get the internet back, which is a bummer because I need some of the material which I did bought. I bought internet card, network card, net card, basically speaking. I'm gonna put that in, and hopefully that should work. If that doesn't work, because I got the router here, but the router doesn't have a wireless button, which is the whole problem. It's a bit complicated when you go into it, but for now I cannot get online. Luckily enough, I do got the recordings to bring you guys the stuff. So while without the internet, living in Garcinia can be a bit let's say boring at times. When you got nothing to do, I felt what should I do, and then I realized, wait, I got the recordings right here. Unfortunately, laptop has got the webcam, and I just don't got a webcam as a separate part. So sadly enough, this will be just how we're gonna have to do it without any face involved. But then thinking about it more, I think that would actually become, I'm gonna try to click the space a little bit slower so you guys will have the proper time to read this all as it goes, to become more of a not that much of a you have easier time to vision this game, to visualize it as it goes without being interrupted by my ugly mutt, my face there. So 10 years pass okay, so I'm basically at On's place. My father has gone bad to a certain extent. He's like what is he, like a team leader of Rangers in some degree? He's like a gangster right now. So basically that's what happened. There was other factors as well. I got myself a proper cooler, but of course because the providers of the cooler, which I bought from the actual company, didn't give me the AMD plate in the back. I have to actually call them or message them to send the plate to me by free. They know that not every motherboard has this, and unfortunately mine doesn't, but sadly enough it didn't came with a package. I bought that cooler, I didn't get the plate, and then I realized, wait, I don't got the plate, so I had to use the old cooler for now. But that's that's a whole different story. I kind of want to overclock my CPU for as long as I'll still use it to a certain extent when I do need it, or I just want to get a proper well, I'm not gonna overclock for now. Just a proper, how would one say, talk to this aunt right here. You know, just a straight, proper temperatures. That's what I want to kind of extend my, you know, for as long as this PC still has to live, I may extend his lifespan. So that's my plan right now, because I just cannot afford anything else. It is what it is. But it was like I've been actually cursed or something, because there has so many things going on. Lost internet, laptop died on me, and you know, then I actually installed an SSD, solid state drive, and I deleted my Windows, which was fine, but then solid state drive gave me problems and everything was a mess. So basically, with that being said, that was my month right now. How have you guys been doing? And girls and fishes and everybody that's watching this, who is that Pokemon running there? Wow, that looks like one of those. Oh, I actually don't recognize this. Looks like a Pachirisu to me. Crink crink. Okay, but I think we're just gonna try to. How do I actually run? Cannot recognize. So if I click X, I go to the bag. Do I run with this? No, I do not. Do I run Z? Yeah, I do. Okay. That's interesting. Z is not even close to X. So I'd imagine it's because the... let's see if this is the place. I wouldn't think this small place is going to be anything related to a lab that I should be going to. But it seems that this is meant to be used for American keyboards. But that's my place. Pretty big place, isn't it? My aunt is a pretty wealthy woman, I would assume. But anyways, let's see if we gotta go here. Yes, we do. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there is a kid. Actually, this guy reminds me in the Beyblade, if you ever watched the... well, I guess the newest one. I used to watch the absolute oldest Beyblade anime, but then I kind of stopped. How did I get into Beyblade? Oh yeah, this guy reminds me of it. So, he reminds me of one of the characters that was introduced in there. Try to keep up. You really look like a 5-year-old compared to me, or maybe you're seriously a very small child. But then let's see what this kid's all about. Wasn't the kid in the story, if I was reading there correctly, something about a kid having expectations, like his father having high expectations of him because he's like younger than me? So I kind of feel a little bit bashed down by this, you know. He's younger than me. Why haven't I gotten into this job before him? But honestly, Pops, you can't even remember my name. Oh, wait, Pops, oh, that's your dad? Oh, it's Theo, right. Okay, Theo, we can definitely remember that, can we? Today is a very special day for both of you. It's your first day at work as a field research assistant at oh, right. Job will have traveling across and observing and capture many different kind of Pokemon. Wait, so my job is not to become the best, the very best that ever was. I have 3 Pokemon here that that will aid you. That is great. So how much space do I have? It's been like 66 megabytes. But if I compare this and add that I got 270 gigabytes free, I'm pretty in clear. So all of my rest of the day, that will be free. I will make content for you guys, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I will still try to make it family free, or you know, family friendly, because of the recent YouTube rules that you guys probably have read on them. You know, no swearing, and honestly, I can definitely do that. You know, lots of people cannot make a channel without swearing ever and again because I kind of want to let loose, but I don't need that. I really don't. I just want to have myself a very hard match. A little frustrating there, but I'm gonna try to make the swearing minimum because I don't want to, you know, not be able to monetize, because at the end of the day, it still supports me, and you know, you're watching, and your support in general, your feedback is very much appreciated. So share this with everybody else if you're watching this, you're enjoying this. The story, that is, I think it's gonna be interesting. I really hope that Pokemon I'm gonna like, because I actually heard that you don't really pick by yourself. You actually get asked questions, and then the actual professor gives you the Pokemon. So that should be interesting. So let's try to read here in case he starts asking us questions. So don't want to be skipping that. If you want to know more about what's on the test before we begin, you can talk to 8. Okay, now Alish, are you ready to take the test? I guess I am. I mean, I know a lot of things about Pokemon. I don't know much about this game, but I haven't watched a let's play of any sort, so pretty much going in here blindly. Excellent. So without further ado, when you encounter a new kind of Pokemon in the wild, it's kind of refreshing. Just 5 minutes ago I was having problems talking English in front of my mother, as she's there kind of watching the TV like 2 meters away from me. But I'm still kind of getting used to it. It's kind of like I got my own space here. I kind of feel like still kind of like I know fully well that there are people around, but at the same time I'm kind of getting used to it. It's kind of brief thinking about it. It's only 15 minutes in. I'm starting to really getting a hang of it. So if I'm a little bit quiet here, it's because of the respect that I do have for people, but at the same time, you know how it is. This game will probably make me go crazy. Throw a Pokeball at it, attack it right away, wait and see what it does. What kind of Pokemon in the wild? What is your first reaction? Attack it right away would be pretty damn reckless. Throw a Pokeball at it would be actually kind of selfish. You just don't be throwing Pokeball at it. You gotta see what it does and if it's a Pokemon you want. And generally speaking, that's the smartest step one should take. If it was me, I would definitely do that, but for each his own. Very good, both of you. Come on, that's an easy one. Give me a tougher one. Okay, next question then. Which of these TMs would you prefer to teach your Pokemon? So we got Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is a recharge move, which if it's a 1-on-1, it's a great move to have, especially if it's stab. If it's not stab, it's pretty bad. It's 150. It's not all that great because it's recharge, so I'm definitely gonna skip on that. Protect protects you against a move. Definitely great for Scout. But Hidden Power is, when comparing to Protect competitive wise, I'm gonna go with Hidden Power. Because every single Pokemon has got its own Hidden Power, and that can definitely make a change. Hey Professor, what's a TM? It's a technical machine, my friend. I'll tell you later. Let's move on with the next question, shall we? Which of the following Pokemon would win in an all-out battle? Okay. This, on the other hand, is a hard one. So we got Gyarados, we got Gliscor, and we got Ampharos. Now Ampharos would decimate Gyarados, but Ampharos would also have to survive an Earthquake from Gyarados, and Gyarados is quite powerful, so I imagine it would survive. But then again, I think Gliscor could also do really well against Ampharos, because Ampharos without any power, generally Gliscor outspeeds it, so Earthquake would destroy it with Stab. Let's say there is no EVs, in general speaking, no, this is a question. So I think Gyarados is the fastest, and Gyarados can take on Gliscor, it can take on Ampharos. If Ampharos survives Earthquake, Gyarados is toast by the likes of Lightning Striker, one would say. So I'm gonna go with Gyarados still, because Gyarados out of them all is pretty much the strongest link. I guess just threw a berry on it and to weaken the electric and make him survive something. Is it possible to fail this test? No, it isn't. Now it's your final question, so answer it honestly. What is your motivation for becoming a trainer? Becoming the very best, exploring the region, making new friends. I would say exploring the region. I like myself some great terrain, some great places. People are nice, but for most of my life I tend to be more of a loner, and I have to admit, what is the very best? No question about it, I'm gonna become a Pokemon Master, and nobody's gonna stand in my way. That's a mentality of Ash right there. If you know the very best, there should not really be such a thing. For each trainer has got its own goals to reach, and truly a true trainer would develop respect for his Pokemon and care for them, and maybe even get inspired by some, generally speaking. So all I can say is that how does one become the best? I don't think that is even possible. Haha, I dig his spirit, kid. Of course I do dig his spirit as well, but at the same time, his attitude can be a little bit over the top. So what's their trainer tribute test? Right, now try to analyze your results. Let's see. Okay, I finished my analysis. Right. Whoa, okay, that middle guy looks like a kangaroo, first guy looks like a cat, and the last guy I cannot seem to say. It looks like a Manectric clone to a certain extent. Anything looks more electric type to me. So Alish, you seem to be a trainer who likes to play it safe. Patience and endurance are your biggest essence. You know that the best things in life come to those who wait. So I got serious amount of you know, waiting patience, I guess one would say, for a defensive trainer like you. Or kings, or kings, or king, or hinks. Oh my god, that name is absolutely crazy. Absolutely, like, pronouncing wise, it's absolutely disgusting in a good way. So go ahead and take it. I like this one actually. It kind of represents me back in the 4th generation, because I was actually a defensive player. Now I kind of prefer mix. Well, I do kind of like the whole hyper offense, but only if I play Illusion Zorak. That is the best way. Lots of scout with Illusion Zorak. Cannot get any better than that. So let's see what the kid gets. Hey, I'm tired of waiting. Get a hold of yourself, kid. Got your star already. When do I get mine? I'm done analyzing your table. Okay, so he's done analyzing his answers. So what is he gonna give him? Well, whatever it's gonna be, it's most likely gonna be fast or something, because this guy doesn't have any patience. Theo, well, you certainly know what you want out of life. You're impulsive, impatient, and care mostly about your own desires. But I sense something else in you. Could it be a seed of greatness? If you ask me, nah, I just think he's a typical 8-year-old, I would imagine. So, you know, can you expect him to be impulsive, you know, hyperactive, and just annoying? So, the potential to transform yourself completely, or maybe it's just that you're so young, I can't tell. Well, I definitely can. I think he's a little over the top. So, regardless, for a trainer like you, Electux, whose idea, whose job was to give Pokemon names? I swear, they're all tongue twisters. Yes, my first Pokemon. Okay, kid. Now, if I know anything about Pokemon, I would imagine we're gonna have a duel, wouldn't we? You have a Pokemon, and I have a Pokemon too. You know what this means. Yeah, we can go chat and, you know, get a hamburger or something. We don't have to battle. Oh, please, not in the lab. Kid, you know, we should respect our professor's wishes here. He gave us this Pokemon, you know, we shouldn't be doing... we shouldn't do him, you know, this unfavors, like favors in a negative way, by destroying his own place. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's see what we got. We got Scratch, we got Growl. Interesting enough. So what should I do? This is Nuzlocke, ladies and gentlemen. So if I lose, I lose. I actually think there is a potion in my place, also on the PC, which I haven't gotten, which is sort of a thing in PC, in Pokemon games. So let's just keep... Oh my god. You gotta be joking with me. It's got static. That's terrible. And that did a lot. But I believe in my Pokemon. He's got Water Gun too. Now that's actually kind of brutal. Come on. Give me a crit. Yes! Nice. Come on, keep on going with it. Don't get paralyzed, please. Don't get paralyzed. Yes! Okay. It's gonna be close. Way too close for my comfort, to be honest. Oh no, Water Gun again. That does way too much damage. Yes! Oh man. I'm very lucky right now. But I think only 2 more. I think 2 more should do. Tackle. That does 2 damage, okay. Nice. I'm actually kind of surprised how I aren't getting any... I think this should kill him. As long as I don't get paralyzed. Oh my god, no. Because I believe if my game is not fooling me, if my Pokemon dies here, it's over. So I'm gonna need to go back. Oh my god. Okay, so it seems that I lost. Yep, I actually legitimately lost. I am sorry to everybody that's watching this. I'm probably gonna need to go back and redo the whole thing again. This is kind of bullshit. Because, my first win. Yay, great. Just fucking great. Jesus Christ. I'm not redoing the whole episode. I'm still gonna post this. We're still gonna continue from here, because I don't think this is actually skill based. It was just complete luck. He got paralyzed twice, but I was kind of lucky avoiding it. Well, I still am surprised. While he's got static, what the hell do I have? Like, I should have something that is, you know, he's got Water Gun and I got Scratch and Growl. How is that even fair? Well, I did resist. It's still stab and base 40, so it's actually not a fair kind of challenge, you know. So I'm definitely gonna look into my Pokemon. Yep, my Pokemon is dead. So it's kind of over. I got Modest on this guy, so that's even terrible. EVs are actually displayed. Bell armor, the Pokemon is protected against critical hits. Oh, that's actually kinda decent, but in a first battle, yeah, I guess it is kinda decent thinking about it. I mean, facing this is actually a problem as a starter, but it seems I'm gonna need to go back, redo the whole damn thing again, and continue from where we left off. So, yeah. I don't know what to say. Should I just stop here and put the whole video together? Maybe I should. So I'm gonna stop here and just continue from where I left.